Okay. I need a brain break. For the record, I just finished third rotation, and there's four more to go. Um, so Vector Interdimensional will be the next thing that I work on tonight, but I'm gonna play this Arthur game for an hour or so, maybe two. Okay, so here's what I did on math. Let me reassess this. Outlines on Bandcamp and Clinical Fall, then one stage of control, then draft. Okay, so that was accounting for nights when I was accounting for all that, and I took 2 days off work. So I actually think I can finish both of these today. That'll add 10, and then Bandcamp Clinical Fall. Those are going to take me a little bit more time. Those are going to be stories that I've really got to delve into a little bit. Whereas some of these other just exist to world build, and I would say establish some lore, establish some rules. This one specifically, I'm excited to read, if that makes sense. It's hard to as an author, it's hard to say I'm excited to read something that you would write, because like ultimately you'd be excited for someone else to read. But I consider my process more of an editing process than a writing process. Anyways, let's take a break, and we're gonna play Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. This is a game that I found on Steam. Let me just say it's a very beautiful game. I guess I won't talk about it as much. I'm just supposed to play it. Now, I had never even heard of this developer team. I'm not convinced that you guys have audio, so give me a second to check records. All right, so where we're at, there's something called the Red Death, and we have been, it looks like, we have the Red Death or whatever because our skin is cracked like this, and we're trying to escape this dungeon that we were putting in, which is a testing ground for, it appears to be men of faith and science who are trying to find cures, but their solutions are barbaric. It resembles a menhir, yet menhirs were supposedly raised by Merlin, but how could ancient fort dwellers foresee what Merlin would create? Merlin didn't create the menhirs. I will be honest, like, this is making me want to read some of the Arthurian legends stuff in detail. Okay, where was I then? I'm not so certain. I need to watch my weight. That may have been how I got down here. I don't really remember. I wonder if that short bow is one-handed. Nah. I wonder if there's crossbows and guns. Ooh. Probably not guns. The question remains, is there any significance to this Mjolnir having 3 arms, not 4? How could we examine it without touching it? Poor brother Ab touched it with his bare hands and vanished as though he never existed. Shocked, the Pope forbade anyone from touching it again. Still, I hear it whispering my name. Oh. What is this place? How have I don't know how I haven't heard about this game because it's freaking awesome so far and it's just Oblivion, it seems.
It's not here. I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place? I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison, deep in the weirdness. And you? Are men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood. In the end, we won the war.
This is a cool staging
Merlin
ground.
stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs. Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that. We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Is that a different skill is my question. Let's see. Different skill. Huh.
Muspelheim, ild, is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinoen gab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ild, is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinoen gab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ild, is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinoen gab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ild, is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinoen gab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ild, is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig.
Oh, awaken thee, once and future king.
I feel like if I knew more about the Arthurian legend stuff, that would be more epic, but it was pretty epic regardless. So here's my thoughts on, I'm thinking here about character build. So I've got these 4 quick slots. I do think one will always be bow. And then I start to think about this one-handed sword versus two-handed swords, and it's pretty easy to switch to two-handed. And here I'm basically, so I'm burning my mana, and then I need to use this, so I can just switch, right? So I think I'm going to run probably not one-handed at all. And just two-handed weapons. So this, and then magic. See, the switch time is, I bet there's skills that increase switch time and stuff like that. Man, these are some crazy skill trees. How long is this game? Ooh, wands. Yeah, oh my goodness. Wow. One bow tree. That's cool. Yeah, so the two-handed tree, bow tree. Wow.
I am his hunger, the craving. I am his... I am the price paid.
Yes, I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one. I appreciate it, but let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I trust you'll accompany me. I am not sure. Yet I learned it seems to be a place located between, but why was it created? Trust me, I remember ages upon age, perhaps, but that's enough questions for now. After years of struggle, I must see the legacy of the Age of Conquest with my own. I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side. I'll see the world through your... You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition.
I mean, he's a good voice actor.
And
Why not?
since it seems
We'll keep the
that
little glowy
fate
thing
has
around.
bound us together, let us make the best of it, seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon. Oh, what?
So number one, because of those skill trees, and because I am pretty impressed with the game so far, I want to turn this up to veteran. I ain't playing no survival mode. I'm not that much of a masochist. Let's go to can I have that sword? Not so much. Hey. Sorry about that. All right, so oh, heck yes. I ain't got the Red Death no more. And then apparently there's some kind of Metroidvania stuff with the Arthur mechanic. That's very cool. Such as this. And that's in tiers based on story unlocks, I guess. Very cool. I'm impressed, guys. Dude. Talk about some Dante's Inferno stuff, man. Wow. We must abandon the vision because what is beyond the sea came to us and we do not want it. That's a cool, who wrote the Arthur Legends, man? It seems like the guy was kind of with it. We created the Titans for we need their work. Even when we leave, the Titans will not stop working. It is how they were created. With their power, one day we will manage to learn what lies beyond the sea. This looks like an arena. Let's find out. Oh, it's an arena! Whoa! Okay, so I don't really think the bow... Okay, I'll make sure to save more. That's not a problem. There wasn't that much that I did. But cool, the checkpoints are few and far between. I understand. Oh, goodness gracious. I also didn't save that time. Okay, we'll do better this time. Are we having a good time? We're having a good time. I've got to get out of this dungeon, though. I started this last night, and I'm compelled to see the rest of the world. Okay, so my strategy here is the bum rush. It takes him a while to spawn in. Okay, now I slow time. Man! So that was just stamina. Okay, so you have to be under this, I see. And then, because that thing is attacking like crazy, wow. Okay. Saving disabled for combat. Ha! Alright. Let's finish this thing. Goodness! Alright, try again. Boom! I gonna pick the mushrooms, gonna pick them all, so I can make the potions. Let me just make a little statement here. I know that Todd Howard thinks he's really good, and he's like, the Fallout TV series is phenomenal. He really should stick to that, I think, more so, and maybe let the Elder Scrolls nerds really cook with Elder Scrolls 6. I'm telling you guys, if Elder Scrolls 6 is as bad as I don't know, Starfield, they're in trouble probably. This is fantastic, though. Okay, so lack of food's becoming a problem. Healing magic would be nice. Otherwise, I'm not so certain. So white button. Let's look and see. Yeah, that's the move there then. Does that stack? Nope. Yeah? Yeah, it stacks. Sweet. I'll eat mushrooms to recover health. What a game. Man, what is that? It's just a cool looking thing they made, I guess. I don't know. This is a gorgeous game. I mean, it just is. It's all, there's no ray tracing or anything. Really cool lighting. 2025 game. Oh no, it's gonna cost me a mushroom. Okay. Oh, goodness. That was a bad mistake. What, did it auto-save when I opened a menu? Sorry, I accidentally ate a bunch of potions there. So I don't want X to be my quick slot. Let me look at that. What I'd actually prefer. What do I have on Q? Quick use wheel. Okay, that's right. Okay, let's try that. So now, mushroom is tea. I see. Pick all this again. So I've got to find a merchant. Clearly I gotta go talk to this dude to leave this island, but Venerable Prior. All right, let's leave this, whatever this is. I don't know. I don't know what to call it at this point from a literary perspective. I'm not sure it's been defined. It certainly is a testing grounds of some sort. They were testing weirdness, and so therefore the access points and the Minhir and all of that. What else am I left here with? I'm left with the knowledge that Merlin may not have created the Minhir, but ultimately I need a little bit more lore overall. Ooh. That's cool. Okay. And then for pants, is there anything better? I think stamina is most important. Ooh. So that also increased my weight, just like Dark Souls. Good designers, good. What a bunch of smart people, man. How did this not win awards? Truthfully, what's great game design? Let's go talk to the guy who got us out of prison, I guess.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. I had my suspicions. What I didn't expect was you walking back free of the sickness.
Oh, yeah.
So go on. You found him. I'm truly sorry it turned out to be you. Well, it seems that the Red Priests managed to succeed in at least one of their experiments. You were able to go deep into the weirdness, survive, and even bring a piece of our king's soul back with you. I don't have to explain that this isn't something that happens every day. My job is to make sure it won't ever happen again. And this means you have to die. I'm truly sorry. I'm sorry, but that had to be done. It shouldn't leave any lasting damage. I had to get rid of the parasite that infested you a moment ago. You've seen, no, you've felt what he's capable of. This power can't be unleashed on Avalon. Not again. You've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening. No, but thanks to you, I finally destroyed a piece of him I couldn't have reached otherwise. And from where I stand, that's progress. What the Red Priests did to you must have been horrible. And yet, you've gained a unique ability to contain Arthur's powers within you. And what can be contained can be killed. That is why your assistance. My goal is to destroy King Arthur. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I could use... He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now. And I truly wish for this nightmare. I stand against the most powerful being Avalon has ever... What would you do were you in my place? Kindly. And if you really must know, the spell... I knew that. You were surprised. I got the upper hand. Can we leave this behind? The plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed.
All right, so I'm gonna do something here because we live in the 21st century, and we're just having a good time right before the end of the world. And I'm going to say to my little robot friend Yokanon, I'm going to say I am playing and I'm looking for some backstory on Arthurian legend. Can you summarize what's happened thus far in the lore written by the, I don't know, guy who wrote it? All right, that's going to take probably 15 minutes. We'll come back and we'll read it, and I think that will give me a better understanding of some of the lore because I'm compelled to know more.
We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get it. Brendan's his name. I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Set up a camp and get some sleep. And here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness.
From now on, when you ever like to rest, you can set up a bonfire. Okay. There's campfires over here. I do want... I guess I'll pause.
I should be gone. I should be gone, and yet here we are. Whatever he tried, it must have failed. Something must have gone wrong. For him. For us, it was a stroke of luck. Hatred, yes. That much I understood. But why? What did I take from him that he would go so far? He speaks as if he knows me.
Hey, check 1 2. Sorry, I'm trying to get this mic to where it's not picking up so much room noise. Let's see. Ultimately, hey, check 1 2. Check check. Check 1 2. That's better.
I felt him strike. For a moment there was...
Hold on. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay, I think that's a compressor. That should help.
I don't... Not much. That isn't right. I should remember. I should.
All right.
All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence. No. It seems he knew me. If my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it. It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow strong. Let's go then, young one. I left my kingdom, and if some...
That levels up a fire. Okay, so let's look at attributes. Okay, so endurance, that's very compelling because of encumbrance limit. 10 on encumbrance limit. I might start there. Stealth, range damage, attack speed. But no run speed. So... I won't put any practicality. I'm sure there's something, weak spot damage, you know, there's something there for build, but I don't think I'm going to build that way. Alright, I'm going to start with endurance then. And then on skill tree, man, I don't know. Yeah, truthfully, I'm going to start here on the tree. I'm going to get that movement tree done. just the morning.
Ready?
All right, so 5:30. I need to.
The sea was restless, waves slamming against the hull as you left the island asylum behind. Caradoc's boat cut through the black waters, its course set for Avalon shores. Then the deep stirred. A shudder ran through the vessel from neither wind nor tide, but from something far below. A presence, ancient and watching. And then it struck. The boat lurched violently, wood splintering as the sea itself rose in fury. A shadow moved beneath the surface, vast, coiling, inescapable. The next wave swallowed everything. Darkness took you. Salt filled your lungs, and then light. The crash of waves, the cold kiss of wet sand. You were alive. The sea had spared you, but not without a cost.
Okay, so I have a pin. I've made it to the shore. I don't have to equip that, I guess. So that's still cooking. Ooh, weapon credits. Wow, okay. Keeper's tag.
Oh, greetings, kind. Sir? Madam? Right, so, would you perchance be interested in browsing my wares? Only the finest Avalon can offer. Right, of course. Silly me. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I have very bad eyesight. Me? Of course I'm human. I was born and holes in the walls. Anyway, I'm really not, am I? Oh, I've only been doing this for a short. Most people, and then. I'm glad you asked. My name is O'Cunnin Cinnamon Sage, and I'm a traveling merchant. I specialize in. Feel free. I'd just be great. It's not.